Hello YouTube, what's going on? It's Miko. And as promised, I just want to talk to you all about a few things concerning the land and the next process, the next steps that I have to take and all that good stuff. All right, so what I did today was I basically wrote down everything that I have spent on the foundation thus far, because I know it's a lot of other people, even natives in Senegal, that may have land and don't really know like how much things are costing. So I just want to be of help, you know what I mean? Because I don't have a lot of followers, but the few followers that I have, they do appreciate the information. And me, I don't mind giving it out, because I know in the beginning when I was trying to figure it out, I was asking people that were doing it, but no one really gave out resources unless a payment was involved or something like that. But so I just really want to help. So this is a part of my give back, giving details, with no charge, okay? Because everybody don't have money to just be throwing out. However, I do understand, some people's hustle. I respect the hustle. But for some, they don't have no money for information. And then, hey, this is YouTube. So I'm going to just give you the information. Because when I need to learn things, I go to YouTube and they give me the information, right? So let me give y'all a breakdown. So far, we know that the original Mason had just gave me a general quote on material and labor. Now, his quote on material in Sefa was 1,6,020. For the labor, it was 1.5 mil. Okay. So in USD, that amounts to about, for material, $2,453, and the labor was $2,271. So let's just say his original quote, the total in Sefa was 3.1 mil, okay? The total in USD was $4,725, all right? So we're going to give you that. Now, let's just say I went over to Senegal and only took $5,000 or 3.1 mil. I would have been short, because the reality is, okay, we had a lot of situations, and it was a learning process for me, and that's why I'm sharing it with you all. Reality is, when I got over there, the Mason's charge was still 1.5 mil. However, you had to pay maybe the brick people for making the brick, because you don't go to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy no brick. They make the brick, okay? So the people that made the brick, that was like 75 Sefa. I hope I'm saying it right. And 25 Sefa for like the digger, okay? So let's just say total on just the labor part was about, let's say 1.5, 75, 25, right? So that was the labor. Now, the material, the actual number on the material was totally different from the original quote. Remember, that original quote was 1.6 mil, roughly. Actually, what I spent was 2.3 mil, okay? So that's a difference, right? That's a difference. Now, so when everything was complete with the foundation, okay, I thought that those monies that I paid in that total would have taken care of everything. But no, that was not the case. Because on top of that, he told me after we were done, oh, you know, you have to feel the sand. I'm like, huh? Okay. All right. You gotta feel the sand. So my translator told me that, right? So I was like, okay, feeling the sand, that ain't no problem. We gonna feel the sand. Yeah, right. It took so long to feel that sand, y'all, and it was ridiculous. Total amount that I spent on sand, I'm gonna just give you the total and I'll show you the breakdown here. Total on the sand was another 925 USD, which is 611,000 sefa, okay? That was on the sand and the sand labor. And then I paid someone to manage the whole transaction for that, okay? So let's just say about 1,000 USD I spent on that. Then the mason didn't tell me about plumbing, okay, until after. So before I filled the sand, we had to go get a plumber. Now that wasn't so much. However, he should have told me these things prior to me coming over there. You see what I mean? So again, when I got back to the States, I had to find a plumber, which means you need people on the ground. And my mason wasn't there on the ground to, well, I mean, I guess he was giving me referrals. However, his quotes on the referrals was ridiculous. You know, so I had to, you know, I'm a networker. So I meet everybody. I talk to everybody. I'm kind to everybody because I know eventually I'm going to be there and this is my community. So, you know, I want to know who my community is, you know. This is going to be my new village. So, you know, I need to know who the village people are, right? And then they need to know Mika, okay? So we cool. So I found a plumber through a friend. Now the total on that in sefa to just do that foundation plumbing was 315,000 sefa, okay? Which is $522 in USD, all right? So now we know my original quote that I'm thinking, okay, you're going to go over there, honey, and get you a foundation done, and you only going to spend 3.1 mil. Yeah, right. What you spent was 4.8 mil. All right. Which is about 7,000 USD. So it was almost an additional 3,000, maybe 2,700. So that was that. But we got it done, all right? And I do want to say we did get it done before rainy season because as we know in Dakar, you know, when rainy season comes, it's a lot of people affected by it. And I do want to send my condolences out to, I believe so far, 3 people have lost their life during this flood season, you know, and it's really unfortunate, you know what I mean, because Senegal is up and coming. There's a lot of new structures going up. You know, we got the stadium. So you got money coming in. You got the train system. You know, they're getting the country together. However, got work on the water problem too. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is really rainy season, and I've never experienced rainy season thus far in Dakar. I think I'm gonna be brave enough next year. I'll be over there in rainy season. But it's serious. We do know in the States, you know, we have the season too. Here in Atlanta, it was raining like crazy. We had flooding in Mississippi here recently. I believe there was flooding in Tennessee. You know, everybody know that we had the whole levees break in New Orleans, you know, so we have the problem here too. You know, things happen, but I think that in you know, some African countries, if they don't take care of certain things, you know, it's not going to be like a resolution. And we can't continually have people, you know, every year be affected by floods and stuff, you know, their homes, materials, supplies, everything is being ruined yearly. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just hope that in that area it does get better. And I'm just praying for all the people that are affected by it. It also made me think about my village people, okay? Because I was thinking about my village people. I had to check on my village people. They said it was a whole lot of rain, but that they are okay. It also made me want to reanalyze the height of my foundation. Like, I feel like I needed to go up a little bit higher. Where some people saying, oh, you'll be okay. So even though that the foundation is where it is right now, I might, after the foundation, kind of think of a way where that ground floor can be elevated up just a little bit more,